I don't know what animal did this to this poor guitar. I don't know, maybe he was drunk, maybe he was in a hurry, I don't know. But the screws are too big. The claw tries to come up out of the cavity. It's a mess. This may or may not be set right, I don't know. Oh, we're gonna fix it. Yeah, so I'm going to take that apart, finish taking that apart. So I had to bring y'all down to bench level to talk about this part of it. So, I don't know what size dowel rods these are. I just eyeball stuff when I buy it. This one is, the little one is 1/8. And I don't know what kind of wood it is, and it's not that important for this procedure. This one I'm using a smaller one because I'm going to reuse most of that hole, but I'm driving in a smaller screw than what was there. So I'm going to glue this in and then kind of tape it this way and hold it there. And then this dowel pin, since I'm going to drill beside it and make a new screw hole, this form fits all the way down the cavity. So that's a solid fit. Yeah, and the reason you see the sawdust is because I reamed out the holes so it would accept this one. And then I reamed out that one just so I could get the entire length down in there. So when I come back, I'm going to show you my funny Dremel attachment that I got for this. I got a right angle drill attachment. And we're going to drill the hole after I mark them for the claw. I'm going to, let's see here. So I'm going to do the small one first. Oh yeah, that's real good. So I do it over this cavity. I don't care if a little bit of super glue gets in here. It ain't going to hurt nothing. I want this stick really soaked. Alright, now I'm going to take the piece of tape and put that, yeah, I know, I got to work on my camera angles, what can I say? So, that way it pulls that over. And that keeps that at an angle, so when I come in with the other screw, I don't have to fill the hole all the way up if I'm coming in with another screw. I'm going to cut these off. Believe it or not, I'm going to use some cheap string cutters to cut these down. Part of one. There's the other one. I don't know if I can get in there on that one. There we go. I need to come back to this one a little bit. Yeah. Okay, next step. This is the next step in this process for me. You don't have to do it this way. This thing is noisy, I'm warning you. Let me get that out of the way. Oops. Alright, they're flush with the, well, they're flush enough. This one I'm going to knock down a little bit more. Noise warning. That's good. Alright. Got to dust that off. Okay, we're back. So the way I did this was really hillbilly. So like I said, I had a post over here, so I screwed this down into there, right? As far as I could go. And now I'm going to pull this back out and re-drill that hole. But the way I marked the corresponding hole, and yes, I kind of put the claw over this way more for that's what I wanted to do. So then I took this screwdriver instead of trying to get up here. I can't find my punch. So put this screwdriver in there, and then I gently tapped it with a hammer type object, which in this case was this. And I tapped that in there, and then I turned it, and I made a cross, tapped it in there just a little bit, you know, I'll just show you, just a little bit, right? Then I pulled my claw back forward, and I took the screwdriver, and I just wallered it out, and then I double checked to make sure that would be where I needed it to be, and it is. So next, I'm going to take this screw back out, and I'm going to drill the holes. And I'm going to drop the tremolo. I had to do something. Didn't want to do that, but here we are. I needed the room. Alright. That's going to be pretty nice. Noise warning. Both holes went in real nice. I got a nice square angle with it. And now I've already ran one screw all the way down into this one, and now I'm going to wax both screws and set them in there. So I just have this. I'm going to go ahead and wax both of these like that, and then I'm a believer in wax. It really, not that kind of wax. It really helps the screws go in. And let's see. I know y'all can't really see much. Let's see, that give you. This is the one I already ran in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run both of them all the way. Oh, I better get that other one in because it might be hard to get in afterwards. A lot of times it's good practice to get these screws in your claw before screwing them on too, because once you get it in, sometimes you can't get the heads past the teeth of the claw. Got a droopy tripod or something. Sorry about that, guys. When you put those in, try to make sure you seat them all the way down. And we're going to do the same trick I did before. Now, don't pinch yourself. Alright, so the trick is a nice little flathead screwdriver, and you can do that all day long. Helps speed along the process. Because, let's see, I want it over here. I want it over here. Maybe I'll put the trim setter right there. Let's try the trim setter right there. Let's see if that works good in that position. A professional just enlightened me on YouTube that it is best to have more tension on this side than this side. So we're going to try that out. And alright. Anyways, I'm going to go toy around with this, tune it up, and maybe release tension on this or take it off. I'll come back and let y'all know how it went. I'm going to go ahead and remove this bridge. And I just wanted to show this where I took a piece of balsa wood or something and used some tape because I want to reuse these strings a couple more times before I swap them out. I'm going to take this bridge and swap it out for this one. Well, I'm throwing in the towel for now. I've been hung up on producing this video for about 3 weeks, and I'm sick of trying to make this thing work. A lot of the footage ended up on the cutting room floor. For example, I went on a whole tangent about fixing these posts, and I also, the first bridge I put on here, I had slimmed this down, and then different spring combinations in the back, as well as the trim setter. These are all things that I just didn't cover in this video because of, if it's going to be a fail video and none of this stuff made it better to return to tuning, then it doesn't need to be in the video. For now, I'm going to block this tremolo until I get the original one. That way I eliminate a lot of variables. Maybe there's a little bit of a difference in the post width or something like that versus the original. Since this is the second one I'm putting on this guitar, the second bridge I put on this guitar, I'm going to assume it's my fault. Perhaps there is a nuance to balancing this bridge that I have failed at. Anyways, thanks for hanging with me, guys. In my next video, I'll be either putting 500K pots in my fake telly or building a Strat-shaped guitar with a kill switch and humbucker. I love hearing comments. Constructive input is always welcome. Please consider all the YouTube-y things like comment and subscribe. Y'all have a great day.